syncopated. Rubber bird road, all decorated. Eric on the track, minds captivated. Shift gears quick, time obliterated. Shut up, drive, let the speed consume ya. Eric's got the real dreams, pursue ya. Life on the edge, chassis tremble. Victory takes sweet, ain't to play it. Corners tight, apex clench grip. Throttle wide open, stakes high risk. Pit crew scream, patience dismiss. RPMs climb, future mystic. In the zone, tunnel vision trance. Life a blur, split second glance. Race the clock, no second chance. Grip real tight, let the tires dance. Shut up, drive, let beat consume ya. Eric's got the real dreams, pursue ya. Life on the edge, chassis tremble. Victory takes sweet, ain't templated. Fuel light blink, thoughts accelerate. Windshield view, endless interstate. Swerve danger, fate detonate. Race ain't just life, it's a state. Fuel light blink, thoughts accelerate. Windshield view, endless interstate. Swerve danger, fate detonate. Race ain't just life, it's a state. Shut up, drive, let speed consume ya. Eric's got the real dreams, pursue ya. Life on the edge, chassis tremble. Victory takes sweet, ain't to play it. Yeah. Eric and Justin tearing up the streets. Engines roaring louder than the beats. Burning rubber, chaos on the rise. Life's about the drift, no compromise. Pedal to the metal till the sun comes up. Non-copy and they can't get enough. Screeching tires, find the perfect line. Living on adrenaline, flying through time. Shut up and drive, feel the engines cry. Pushing limits while stars light the sky. Shut up and drive, hear the wild sound. Let the speed demons run the ground. Corner side hearts racing in their chests. Speed is their drug, they'll never rest. Settled asphalt under neon blast. Future's uncertain but they're driving fast. Turbo fire spin from the tail. On the edge of life they'll never fail. Sirens wailing but they laugh and weep. Destiny in the hands of those who believe. Shut up and drive, feel the engines cry. Pushing limits while stars light the sky. Shut up and drive, hear the wild sound. Let the speed demons run the ground.
If it has 4 wheels and a motor, we have already tried proposing to it. Welcome to the Slow Motion Podcast with Shut Up and Drive It. Grab yourself a delicious cold beer and tell the rest of the world to shut the heck up. Here we talk real race cars and virtual race cars, from F1 to Elite Racing. With live stream on Fridays and full releases on Mondays, our content is high octane, so lock your derriere into your cherriere and enjoy the ride.
We are back, and I think we're here this time. J-Hall, let's do a quick mic
Holy
check.
shit.
Oh,
Am I
bro.
saying things and they're coming out the other end?
We see it. I see it.
All right.
I seen it.
We go live in 5.
Kevin, thank you for hopping in there and telling me to get it together. I can't even talk right now. We finally got her together, so
Well, not all the way together because he still can't even talk.
we're back though. So let's get right into it now that we're here. So we got some things to talk about. We talked about F1. We tried to, so we're going to hit on that, and then we're going to talk about our shenanigans today. We did some go-karting, so we're going to get into that as well. It's going to be quite a bit of fun here tonight, guys. We're finally ready. So Lewis Hamilton won last week. J Hall.
Yep.
Let's
he
rehash
went
this.
in totally unlubricated, just right in there. Bam, Lewis Hamilton won. But you know what? We got to say, man, when we're wrong, we're definitely wrong, right? And we have been giving Adam some serious shit for predicting that Lewis was going to win a race. And, hey, Lewis won a race. And I was wrong. And you know what? I didn't think I was going to see the day. But Adam predicted it like relatively recently too, which is fairly surprising. So, you know, that was pretty crazy. I'm sure you were on the edge of your seat that whole race.
I think I had a bit of that Lewis Hamilton energy in me today when we were doing
Something
go-karts.
like that. Man, it's
Oh man.
he did win, but also how many weeks has he called Lewis winning and then now he finally wins?
2 weeks.
Well,
it was only
yeah.
been 2 weeks.
To be fair, he really didn't like say he was going to win every race. It was just a couple. Like he wanted Lewis to do better and he was like,
We'll give him credit.
Yeah, for sure. Like I think it was like just recently you're like, no, he's going to have a win, you know, and we were like, no, there's no way, and
Right.
here we are.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. So you all can suck my wiener. Okay?
Yeah.
I
that's
am the
true.
champion. I am the champion. Lewis Hamilton is the champion.
I don't know about all that, but Lewis Hamilton is a former champion, and he did win a race, and good for him.
Yeah, so let's get into the record that he broke. So he has now broken he's won 8 times at Silverstone, which is he's the winningest driver at one single track.
That is
of
his
all
track for sure. He
So-
just always seems to perform there, unless he's killing Max.
Now, you want to talk about opening old wounds? We can go there if you want, but we kind of did a bit of a race preview, and we were wondering about Lando Norris too. We didn't really talk about him last night.
That's
He fell off the rails there towards the middle. Now in the rain, that guy was just absolutely on fire. But I mean, what happened? Do you think his car was just set up? And
No,
on
they made
those
the wrong
soft-
call. They were on the wrong tire.
Yeah,
They went to the hards, if I remember correctly. They went to the hards. Everyone else went to the mediums, and they
Yes.
just didn't have the pace to keep close enough. And so the train left station, and Lando. I think they were out on strat, and sometimes it be that way because when you are looking to pass an opponent who is just as fast as you are, if not faster, or whatever the case may be, maybe there's a large gap. You have to really start playing with your strat. You know, and if you bet on some kind of alternative like condition or something to present itself, like a yellow or weather, then you're really gambling. And I kind of got the feeling that McLaren was really hoping for a yellow at a certain point in time so that they could take advantage in a certain way, and that never came to fruition.
That's for you, Juicy. By the way, that
Yeah.
one is for you, my friend.
Oh man. I don't know, man. The juice is loose now. I think you should really bring it out, Juicy. Just, you know, whatever you want to say to Adam. We learned some things about him this weekend, so I think you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, that's true. But so yeah, obviously, wrong strat for McLaren. Ferrari did Ferrari things again. You want to talk about wrong strat? Let's talk about bringing Charles Leclerc into the pits to put inters on when it wasn't even wet. I mean, how much time did he lose? They absolutely wiped away a chance at a top 5 finish. And that worries me. We talked about this last night. It worries me with Lewis going there because Lewis doesn't make the strategy calls. He relies on his engineer. So what's going to happen there? How they're going to have to find a way to get good. But this isn't a recent Ferrari problem. It's been a problem with Ferrari for years now.
So much that it's become a meme. It's literally a meme.
It's become a meme, yes, but I would argue that it recently has become less of a meme. It's kind of sadly surprising to see with Ferrari because it's like, come on, guys, we thought you were better than this, and they actually started to show some promise. But there are definitely some large missteps that are taking place that really makes me question for sure. What is Ferrari thinking? And to your point, Lewis is no Carlos Sainz. I like to put him up on a high horse, pun intended, a prancing horse. But he's leaving that horse, so let him enjoy it while it's there. But yeah, I think when Lewis ends up going to Ferrari, it is going to be interesting. Like I think that's going to be. It'll be kind of the same thing as Schumacher going to Mercedes. It was a very good team, a race-winning team, but he wasn't on his game anymore, and the team wasn't where they needed to be development-wise to be contending for a world championship. Yep. And I think that's probably the best kind of comparison I can give for what I think is going to happen.
I agree with that, and I think we can leave it at that. Let's go to Max and Red Bull here too, because Justin Barrera just wants to completely. Speaking of sucking wieners, you're sucking Max's right now, Justin. But
wow.
With that being
that
said,
escalated quickly.
Let's talk about Max. Let's talk about Sergio. Let's talk about some of the I would say rumors that came out before Silverstone, saying that they were going to put D-Rick in Sergio's seat. They have just signed Sergio for another 2-year contract. I don't believe.
Who are you signing with next season?
Kevin, you can kindly go fall in a hole as well. But with that being said, I don't. Yeah, he is going.
I agree.
Where do you think he's? All right, so where do you think? So you think they're going to put Sergio in the Toro Rosso? We've already found out that Yuki. They will not call Yuki up. I don't know what Yuki has done for them to not call him up. So
Yuki doesn't have the respect. Yuki won't bow to the master in the way that Max is commercially great in many ways as well. So he's a commodity, whereas Yuki is a fast driver that a lot of people like, but he is not a commodity, and he is also not. He's a lot more respectful, and he's a lot more. Let's see, what's the right word? He's more put together.
Honda, yeah. Yuki, you're right. Yuki's Honda, and Honda's gone.
I mean, yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of speculation that he was going to go to Aston Martin, but that's not the case. But he was very, very rough around the edges for a long time and was known for his outbursts. And they still kind of happen. This is maybe the first year where I can think of that I haven't heard any happen.
Well, and first race when he almost ran into Daniel Ricciardo.
Yeah, that's true. And he did freak out on Daniel. Yeah, that's true. So, I mean, they still persist. So you can only imagine what he's like behind closed doors, especially with negotiations or just trying to get car setups dialed in, because if things aren't going his way, then it might be one of those things where he gets frustrated that what he's thinking can't be communicated in a way where the engineers are making his car faster so he can win.
Yep, that's true. I think you're right. Yeah, so you think we got Juicy in here saying that Perez is just going to get dropped.
Look at his performance. Why wouldn't he?
The Liam Lawson thing is honestly a good strategy, a good tactic, but I don't know. The fact that Liam hasn't gotten the chance, I wonder if people learned when they put De Vries in the car, and that one he did great, the one race, and then he just fell off a cliff. I wonder if people are thinking that Liam is going to be another one of those, not people, the people in charge that are going to give him the seat are thinking he's going to be another one of those, just one race guy does good and then he just falls off a cliff.
I mean, I don't think so, because you've seen a bunch of newcomers join the sport, and maybe they're a little tepid at first and they're not quite up to pace, but they tend to find their way. And what happens is there's that make or break moment where maybe it's the first time they're in traffic, maybe it's their first overtake of a really prestigious driver, something like that. But how they handle that moment tends to shape their career. And what we saw Antonelli, right? He ended up driving last season? Last season. And he wasn't the fastest given the fact that, he was in a Ferrari, but some of the passes he did, and like he was trying to hold his own in a car that he was not familiar in, right? So like I foresee him being someone who can pick up and run. It's gonna take him a little bit to get like dialed in, but when he gets into Haas, I think he may actually do pretty well for that team. Mm-hmm. But I think it is worth saying that the Nick DeVries could be out there. Also worth mentioning as well, Nick DeVries was almost 30 when he got that shot. So he isn't like a young, new, racer. He was very accomplished in a lot of other series of racing, and they were a lot slower, a lot less demanding. And I think for Nick DeVries, he put Formula One on a pedestal because he'd been racing for so long and been trying to get there. He probably never thought he was going to get the shot, and he got that shot, and it was too much for him. I remember because he used to do the F1 paddock show, and he was like one of the commentators, and I kind of remember, I can't remember if it was like the interview like right before he took off to start driving, but there was an interview talking to him once he found out he was going to be driving, and I just remember seeing him with these giant bug eyes, and I'm like, that's not good. He is freaking the fuck out right now. So like you can kind of identify it in some of these drivers, and it seems like most of these guys have their shit together. Yeah. So hopefully that's not going to be the case. We don't have another Nick DeVries, another Nikita Mazepin, or I can't even think of his name. He used to drive for Williams. Yeah. Oh man, he was so bad. Like everyone just wanted him to stop driving. You know what? Maybe let's just not even bring up his name.
Yeah. All right. So let's. I want to talk.
Who shall not be named.
I want to talk real quick about Red Bull, and then, I know we've been talking about.
Juicy
Red Bull.
brings up a great point. Did you see his last chat?
Yeah. So what happens here? We got Juicy in here saying Red Bull cars are no longer OP. The season is still.
I totally agree, Juicy.
Season's still young. Do you think McLaren have a chance? And the problem is, if McLaren, they had a massive chance at Silverstone to gain massive points, and they screwed it.
They fumbled the strat.
So I'm worried that, they've even said, Red Bull has even said, Christian Horner's come out and said, like, they've reached the max development potential of that car. Mm-hmm. Do you think anybody can beat Red Bull in the constructors? I don't think anybody's catching Max Verstappen. But when you've got Sergio back there, not even finishing in the points, I think there might be a chance, but it's going to take both of them. It's going to take great finishes, and it's going to take strat.
No, I totally agree. And really what's going to hurt Red Bull the most is Sergio Perez. And I think that's why there's so much speculation that he might get dropped for Daniel Ricciardo. Because Daniel Ricciardo, and we got to keep in mind here, like we see race finishes and we see results and how things are unfolding, on the track. But what a lot of these teams are looking at is simulator data as well. They see what driver is able to place a car at a spot with what consistency and what tenacity, right? So it's worth noting that we might not be seeing the fullest potential of Daniel Ricciardo to a degree. And I'm not standing up for the guy because, to be totally honest, I do think he's kind of done. But I do think he might be a better option than Perez at this point, as far as a number 2 driver who's not going to interrupt Max. I do kind of question if he's capable of being a number 2 driver, because I think it takes a certain degree of being dialed in to make that happen, despite how good the car is. And, like we're saying, I agree. I don't think the Red Bull is a dominant car anymore. I do think that they are playing some of their cards like close to their chest as far as their upgrades, because they just introduced this design philosophy this year. So for them to be maxed out, I'm not buying it. But they're probably not going to have any groundbreaking upgrades. But despite all that, they've stalled out. So I think it makes sense that put someone better in, move someone up. Daniel Ricciardo would be a fan favorite, could be good for sponsors, who knows. But I think that's probably what's going to end up happening. Perez is out, Ricciardo in, Lawson up to RB Cash App. Yuki forever there. He's the new Gasly. Eventually he's going to go somewhere else or retire.
Yeah, we got Juicy saying Liam going to go. And I have learned. Well, they should have learned that you don't make fun of anybody's opinions or predictions because sometimes they come true. So, Juicy, if you're right on this, I think you are really. I think he really does have a chance, Liam. But when you've got young drivers like Liam and Andrea Kimi Antonelli coming from into Mercedes, hopefully they're trying to find a seat for Kimi Antonelli at Mercedes. But real quick on the Red Bull thing for just a half a second longer, okay?
Antonelli was Ferrari.
No, he's for Andrea Kimi Antonelli is Mercedes. It was the guy that I think. Do you remember who raced at Saudi Arabia, Juicy, for Carlos Sainz with the appendix? Because Carlos Sainz had an appendectomy. But so I think Max, correct me if I'm wrong here, is on championship number 4. This will be his 5th. He's got 3 more. Do you think Max is going to have a car to get 3 more, Jay Hall?
I don't think he necessarily needs it, and I think he's proving it right now. I think Juicy's comment there kind of hit the nail on the head. Red Bull doesn't have the OP car, but Max is able to extract pace from a car that is Red Bull.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I wouldn't have liked Ricciardo at Red Bull. I think he's too past the prime that the adaptability you have to drive on Red Bull right now with how Max is fronting that team. I can't remember who I saw an interview with, but someone who had tried to who was the last guy who drove second behind Max?
The guy that drove in second behind Max before Sergio was D-Rick, but before that it was Pierre Gasly.
Yeah, I think it was a Gasly interview, and he drew the comparison to if you play first-person shooters, if you play Call of Duty, tuning your controller sensitivity.
Alex Albon is who you're talking about.
Yes. And they're able to dial it in, and Max is able to drive on a fucking razor's edge. I think he can take a car and make it something that it's not. But I think a driver like Ricciardo, anyone like that's been in the game for that long, it's almost like teaching an old dog new tricks. And I don't know, man. But if Max can get a car that's 90% as good, I think he's got it. I think if the conversation is steering towards the old 7 argument, easy.
Okay. So you think he can get to 7, but can he get to 8? That's the problem. Can he get to 8?
How old is Max now? 25?
No, he's in his. I think he's in his late 20s. He might be almost be 30.
No, God, is time fly like that?
We're gonna
how
we're gonna
fucking old is Max Verstappen? I thought he was like 25 or 26. Jesus.
Yeah, he's older. He really is. I don't think.
Also, just really quick while I'm googling this, I wanted to clarify the driver I was talking about earlier was Oliver Behrman. I kind of messed that up.
Yeah, Ferrari, but going to Haas. But
Max Verstappen is 26 years of age. Lando Norris
Still
is
not
24.
super young, though, when you consider dudes are coming in their teens.
Yeah.
Shit on you. That is Juicy calling you a nut swinger, by the way.
He is one of the strongest drivers.
Yeah. So he is. And Kevin, thank you. I had it muted when I was trying to talk because I don't want a bunch of echo coming in for you guys. So, but we're good now.
You're good.
Yeah, I know I am. So let's go on. Let's talk just a little bit. We've got Carlos Sainz. The Carlos Sainz saga is still happening.
Carlos Sainz.
Carlos still doesn't have a seat next year.
No, he does not. And I actually heard that there was speculation that he is interested in that number 2 seat at Red Bull. So there could be another driver in the mix. Could also be interested in Mercedes because apparently Mercedes is thinking about, well, they decided to reconsider his offer. Because Carlos is a man who is wise. He wants more than 1 year wherever the hell he's going because, I mean, I don't know if anyone ever has been a contractor before and had a 6-month contract, to work, or like a 1-year contract. I've done it before. I didn't like it because it's like, okay, 6 months, cool, I'm getting paid for this amount of time, then I got to find a new job. So, like, for me, day 1, I'm looking for that next job because, like, the best time to find a new job is when you have one and not 6 months when your contract's up, So I think Carlos is looking that way because he wants to be able to spread his wings and grow. He knows he's the full package as far as a driver goes. So he's standing by his self-worth, and he wants to get that best deal. If he could end up at a Mercedes or a Red Bull, he has a real chance at winning a championship. Now, will we see that?
He won't. He will not win a championship at Red Bull with Max as number one driver. He will not. They will not allow that.
You're probably right. You're honestly probably right. It'll probably be somewhere stipulated in his contract, or it'll only take a couple of interesting, spicy events in races where that'll get shut down. However, so we mentioned this last night. One speculation I have is that Max Verstappen is not the most passionate F1 driver on the grid. I think at some point, if he was to be in a less than ideal Formula One car and just, was like finishing third and fourth all the time, like wasn't getting the rush that he currently is, I could absolutely see him jumping ship and doing GT3 racing, endurance racing.
I would love to see it, honestly.
Honestly, it would be really good to see. I prefer GT3 car racing over Formula One, despite my passion for the series itself. It lends for good racing, and there's a lot of content with it, But
can you imagine Max's aggression in a GT3 car?
It would be incredible.
Without DRS,
when
it's just
people?
door to door,
Yeah.
He would be a savage.
Listen, K-Mag in a prototype. He drove did he drive a P2 or did he drive a prototype? I think he drove
K-Mag?
Yeah, no, he drove the Konica Minolta car, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So watching him drive that was crazy. Watching Fernando Alonso drive a prototype was crazy.
Yeah.
They just, it's like a Formula One car, and you can tell when it's them driving. It's just they're so fast. So to see them. Especially, imagine a dream team of Verstappen, Lando, Charles Leclerc.
DPI. It was DPI.
It was DPI? Okay, gotcha. Yep, you're right. You're right, Juicy. Pick your dream team and, let's throw them in an endurance car. I think that'd be super cool. I understand why they can't. Liability.
They almost had a dream team. I think it was at Le Mans a couple years ago. They had Fernando Alonso. They had... Simon Pagenaud, I think, was part of that. Yeah, they had three drivers that were you put Max in that equation, and I know Max wants to do it. I think that's one of those things that Max, are we ever going to see him? So the Triple Crown. Let's talk about the Triple Crown.
I was about to say, this is all about the illustrious Triple Crown.
I don't think we're never going to see Max in an oval car. I
don't think Max has got it in him.
Yeah.
That's not his wheelhouse. Pun intended.
Right. Yeah. Very nice, Eric. But it would be cool to see.
Look up his iRacing account. Do you think he has oval races on record?
Probably.
We could look at his account.
That'd be a good thing to look at during the break and come back and have a conversation about.
Sure. Absolutely. But with that being said, I think we have got to talk about. So we know Nico is going to Audi. Well, what's going to be Audi next year? It's going to be his second seat because I thought Carlos might go there. Honestly, I think K-Mag. We want to talk about people that's out. I think K-Mag's gone. I really do. I don't think they're going to put him anywhere. But Jesse did mention when he was on that Haas may keep K-Mag just for the veteran mindset.
They need a senior driver.
Yes,
it's difficult to develop a team with two fresh drivers who don't know the car. There's no baseline. If they have one driver that's familiar, they can know where to kind of jump off from.
He's 3K I rating in oval, by the way. That's insane.
That is hilarious. Okay, so maybe Max will go for the Triple Crown one day.
It would be.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah, exactly.
The flatter spot.
While we got Kevin Bogart watching this, I hope you're still watching, Kevin. I do want to mention that we were supposed to have a broadcast on Thursday night. What time? How long have we been going live on this? Because I want to bring up the iRacing issues.
Probably for a minute. It's probably a good break time, I think.
Okay, so I think we're going to take a break, but on the other side of the break, we're going to bring up iRacing. I know I had a league race that was supposed to get broadcasted by SMB on Thursday night that couldn't, and we'll talk about that on the other side of the break. Got to refill.
Asian war, heartbeat syncopated. Rubber bird road all decorated. Eric on the track, minds captivated. Shift gears quick, time obliterated. Shut up, drive, let the speed consume ya. Eric's got the wheel, dreams pursue ya. Life on the edge, chassis tremble. Victory takes sweet, ain't to play it. Corners tight, apex, clench grip. Throttle wide open, stakes high risk. Pit crew scream, patience dismiss. RPMs climb, future mystic. In the zone, tunnel vision trance. Life a blur, split second glance. Race the clock, no second chance. Grip real tight, let the tires dance. Shut up, drive, let beat consume ya. Eric's got the wheel, dreams pursue ya. Life on the edge, chassis tremble. Victory takes sweet, ain't to play it. Fuel light blink, thoughts accelerate. Windshield view, endless interstate. Swerve danger, fate detonate. Race ain't just life, it's a state. Fuel light blink, thoughts accelerate. Windshield view, endless interstate. Swerve danger, fate detonate. Race ain't just life, it's a state. Shut up, drive, let speed consume ya. Eric's got the wheel, dreams pursue ya. Life on the edge, chassis tremble. Victory takes sweet, ain't to play it. Yeah. Eric and Justin tearing up the streets. Engines roaring louder than the beats. Burning rubber, chaos on the rise. Life's above the drift, no compromise. Pedal to the metal till the sun comes up. Non-copy and they can't get enough. Screeching tires, find the perfect line. Living on adrenaline, flying through time. Shut up and drive, feel the engines cry. Pushing limits while stars light the sky. Shut up and drive, hear the wild sound. Let the speed demons run the ground. Chorus tight hearts racing in their chest. Speed is their drug, they'll never rest. Settled asphalt under neon blast. Future's uncertain but they're driving fast. Turbo fire spin from the tail. On the edge of life they'll never fail. Sirens wailing but they laugh and read. Destiny in the hands of those who believe. Shut up and drive, feel the engines cry. Pushing limits while stars light the sky. Shut up and drive, hear the wild sound. Let the speed demons run the ground. Shut up and drive, feel the engines cry. Pushing limits while stars light the sky. Shut up and drive, hear the wild sound. Let the speed demons run the ground. Calm the tight hearts, let the engines cry. Pushing limits while stars light the sky. Shut up and drive, hear the wild sound. Let the speed demons run the ground. Chorus tight hearts racing in the chest. Speed is their drug, they'll never rest. Struggle of asphalt under neon blast. Future's uncertain but they're driving fast. Turbo fire spitting from the tail. On the edge of life they'll never fail. Sirens wailing but they laugh and read. Destiny in the hands of those who believe. Turbo fire spitting from the tail. On the edge of life they'll never fail. Sirens wailing but they laugh and read. Destiny in the hands of those who believe. Destiny in the hands on the ground.
We're back, guys.
I'm Eric.
Hi, Eric. So let's get straight into some iRacing drama here. The past week or so, about a week and a half, really, the DDoSing has been real of iRacing of all people. Like, why go after iRacing?
That's what I'm saying.
Let's talk Rensport, Eric.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theories?
Yeah, I have been getting a lot of emails lately reminding me that I was selected finally to play Rensport, which I just don't really know a lot about. I'm not really being pushed a lot of information about. I'm not seeing it advertised anywhere. None of my friends are talking about it.
They haven't had a good campaign. Once it
videos.
The hullabaloo about them stealing code from R Factor 2 to base their physics engine.
Yeah.
That whole drama kind of killed them. They were dead in the water for a while.
Agreed. And I find it interesting that I got a special alert email reminding me once again that I still have a Rensport beta key that I could redeem and play. And what did you know? Right around that time frame, iRacing, denial of service, DDoS attack. So any listener out there who doesn't know what a DDoS attack is, basically what it is, if someone has written a program or has a cluster of computers through a server, or however it is that they allocate a lot of computing power to access a site or a service, and they basically spam it with requests to the point where they overload that service and it shuts down and cannot function. Someone did this for an extended period of time with iRacing. This is 100% nefarious. You don't do this unless you really want to hurt someone. So who would have a motive? Rensport? I don't know. What do you guys think?
I say we look at people that have the lowest safety rating first, and they have the most to gain. I think if we look at no, fuck it, no, wait, give a real opinion.
Yeah. So Kevin, we're talking to you, buddy. Did you DDoS iRacing? I know you've been involved in some incidents. I know you're getting there though. You're getting faster. But yeah, they did it when the Daytona 24 happened as well. Yeah, they did. This isn't the first time that this has happened.
True.
For the past couple weeks, iRacing has gone down 3 or 4 times because of these DDoS attacks.
It's true.
So I don't know, what person on the face of the planet would look at a very small niche community of sim racers and iRacing and think, yeah, those are the people I want to attack. Those are the people I want to deny fun.
Rensport.
Right. Well, yeah, he's got.
It was
Also,
definitely
listen,
Rensport.
I just want to clarify, anyone who is affiliated with Rensport, or if you're a Rensport fan, this is all in good fun. It's all speculation. I don't think they actually did it, but it was Rensport.
And speaking of speculation, what do you think our compensation for this massive inconvenience is going to be?
I think they're going to give us a $10 gift card.
I was going to say 5 towards
not 10.
Towards the purchase of
One
content.
free race.
Towards the purchase of a $14.99
Yeah.
car. Yeah. So they'd give us $10 and still make money on it. A well-connected band driver. Yeah, Kevin, honestly, that's what I'm thinking too. Maybe someone got...
Well, I'm not that connected, but that's
Yeah.
interesting that you bring that up,
Here we
Kevin.
go.
So,
Here we go.
just a quick tidbit. If you ever want to have a beautiful, wonderful, lovely house guest come and drive on your simulator, bless you, he will do just that. He will get your overrating up, but he also may get you banned from iRacing. I was... it doesn't matter what I was doing. I was having some time alone where I could think a lot and scroll on my phone. And
Yeah,
usually-
I bet that's
and
what
look
you're
at
doing.
memes.
You weren't doing much scrolling. I can tell you that.
No, I'm talking about the time frame in which a lot of men spend a lot of time
This
scrolling
could take
the
a
phone.
tangent.
I was in the bathroom, all right, and I get an email protest against Mr. Eric Lightsky. I'm like, hold on, what the hell did I do? I didn't do anything. And then I saw who it was from, and that it was from iRacing, and I said, oh, okay,
Yeah.
I know what this is.
And I did tell you, in my defense, Eric, I told you that morning that nobody
No,
said
he
they
did
were-
tell me. He told
Nobody
on
said they were going
himself.
to protest me, but basically, I was doing an official race at the Charlotte Oval. Someone sent it 3 wide. I was in the lead, and they ripped off my left front tire because they went below the blue line into turn 3, and they came up, and left front tire went bye-bye. So started spinning to the left, got it down to the infield, hit the brakes, and it veered straight right up into everybody still coming around the track. They stripped your... I don't know if Eric's results got stripped. I don't think it really mattered that much. Yeah, GTPs. You're
I didn't get stripped. That's all
I
that
thought
matters.
it said something about a rejoin.
It did. That was the thing. They said it was an unsafe... They said it looked intentional when I swerved back up into the track, which I don't think that could be intentional because the guy that wrecked me also wrecked himself. So he was busy collecting half of the field up next to the turn 4 exit wall as I swerved right and collected the rest of the field on the low side that was trying to dodge him.
Eric did.
So, oh, yeah, that's right. Eric, of course. Oh, if iRacing's listening, that was definitely Eric Lightsky on
true.
that account.
It's
It was
true.
not Adam Thompson.
I wasn't sleeping.
No, not at all. So, it's just weird the protest stuff. Well, it's good, though. Honestly.
I still can't believe with this whole fucking DDoS situation going on, you were filed upon, ruled, judged, convicted, served within 6 hours.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So here's the thing. You can have the most incredible staff, engineers, like state of the art, like you name whatever quality department and policy and procedure you need to have in place. Cyber attacks are no joke, and we live in a really scary time as far as that goes. And this is not the right podcast for that. But like you really just like no one is safe from Microsoft got hit recently, AT&T, so like it's just crazy. Just a quick PSA, make sure you use decent passwords for everything. Don't skimp on that shit, like just because it's easy. Like yeah, it might be nice, but like protect yourself, protect your neck.
And it starts at home, and that's what's crazy. Eric came to my house. In my house, we have a little Bluetooth keypad that unlocks my front door. He was able to guess and enter my house on the first try.
It's true.
With a password.
It's true.
Yeah, and that's... I know Eric is pretty... I mean, Eric and Justin know each other very well, actually. They've been friends for quite a while.
Quite well.
So,
thoroughly.
when you get to know each other that well, you kind of get to know tendencies, right? But, yeah, you're close. You're very close, actually.
Nailed it.
Yep, right on the money. Come on down, Juicy. We have a beer. Well, you probably don't drink. What do you do in your free time, Juicy?
No, don't answer that.
Actually, I don't want to know what you do in your free time.
I love you, buddy.
Yeah, but anyways.
No, let the juice loose. It's fine. Let your
Yeah.
freak flag fly.
Yeah. So, are you the one that DDoSed iRacing? Was it you, Juicy? It was you, wasn't it? It was you.
Confirmed.
Anyways, back to I want to get on real quickly on the incident reporting system. Mm-hmm. Like they seem to have cracked down a lot more, and I wonder if that's because they have less people than they did. Because I remember when you used to report somebody, it's like, oh yeah, there's nothing's gonna happen, nothing. Now they seem to be really cracking down on that incident reporting system.
I've never used it a whole lot. I have been reported once and was banned.
For what? What'd you do, Justin?
There was a Sebring 12-hour that we all wanted to be in the same split. We had organized teams, and I tried to creatively control my I rating in a negative sense.
I'm sorry, Juicy said no comment to the what he does in his free time, but yeah. So you were
no comment.
Yeah,
That
so
makes it sound worse.
Listen, Juicy, I'm sorry. I kind of realized that was like meaner than I meant it to sound.
but
I'm sorry, buddy.
Anyway, so you basically what you did is you intentionally joined races and left them to lower your I rating.
I tanked so that and I did a couple. I don't know. It was probably 8 races that I joined and quit and got reported for it. So
yeah, and
True.
how'd that work
and then
out?
I couldn't race in the
Yeah, I was
Sebring
gonna say, how'd
12-hour.
that work out for you?
It was sad.
Was that the Sebring that I think we didn't win it? Oh no, did we win? We either won it or we came second. Like we were definitely on the podium after that, and that was a.
It's all because J Hall wasn't there.
Probably right.
So
I don't have a great track history.
Let's stay on the iRacing topic here, and let's bring up the Spa 24 coming up next weekend again.
Tell you what.
So the BOP, it's going to be me and you Racing,
Just the two of us.
racing
You and
in the
I.
team. Yeah.
No, more of
racing
us.
in the team that's going to be who else
Mr.
is
Daniel
on that team?
Ciro.
Daniel, Mitch is on our team as well.
And we also got the
Finchy.
Finch.
So we've got 5 people. Are you not going to be here, Jay Hall? But
No, yeah, maybe Aztec.
so the Mustang. It sounds like from what Jesse said last night that they BOP'd everything down to the Mustang. They said that the Mustang is actually the most underpowered GT3 car right now.
Hey, man.
Rip in
That's-
peace.
I'm dealing with it.
Yeah, but you're going to die on that grave, aren't you? You're going to die in that.
I'm a little bit upset that I'm going to miss the Spa 24 because if I could get the Mustang where it feels like it's been brought up to a different, I already felt like it was competitive. I think I just don't have a handle on it yet.
I think you chose the wrong car. I mean, we get in this argument.
I'm not going to admit that.
Yeah, well, you should.
I mean,
I'm not going to admit that.
it's
So-
a Mustang. Like, it's just...
Let me tell you how big of a fanboy I am when it comes to Chevrolet. I own a Chevrolet Colorado. I had a Chevy El Camino. I own a Chevy Cruze.
I'm going to go to sleep now.
And Eric was driving us over to Jay Hall's house today, and I saw a Mustang. I did not see a Mustang. I saw a Corvette going the other way on the interstate, and I started slapping Eric. I was like, "Oh my God, it's a C8!" Like,
Well, C8s are all over now.
I started vomiting.
it's beautiful. Beautiful car. Mustang isn't a good
Profuse
GT3.
vomiting
You're
all
right,
over my
Kevin.
car.
You're right, Kevin. It's not a good GT3. It never will be. It's not even a good car in general, let alone try to race it. Nah, dog. No, it's never going to be. Nope, Mustang's not.
Oh.
No, it's not. Nope, Mustangs suck. Kevin, I'm with you. And they're also crappy in real life, and they run people over at cars and coffee meets.
But it's not a Corvette.
It's not a Corvette. That's why it's worse. The Corvette is probably the best American sports car ever.
Dodge Viper.
No. I think
I kind of have to think about this now.
so. Dodge still had
Eagle
leaf springs when
Talon.
they stopped. An
Eagle Talon.
Stop it. Good for crowd
Plymouth
control.
Prowler.
Yep. Oh, Kevin.
Yes.
You're one of the Porsche guys, aren't you?
Ford GT40. Or Ford GT.
The GTs are
The
nice.
GT40 is like, I think the...
But that's a different category.
Nope.
Dude. That's
Yeah,
like
that's not sports car. That's like...
Yeah, it is.
that's supercar.
It is.
No, it's not.
It is.
That's supercar
But it's
territory.
like...
It has
So
a
what
truck engine in it.
What do they call the Mustang then? They call their Mustang a sports car. That's what the Mustang is for.
Nope, that's a E EV.
Yeah, the Mustang is Ford's sports car.
It's an EV.
Now, I think the Camaro is technically Chevy's sports car.
Yeah, I
so
would
the
call it
Corvette
their
is-
sports touring vehicle because they're so huge these days. These
Yeah.
cars weigh 2 tons, 2.5 tons sometimes. God damn, that's a lot of ass.
Yeah.
You know?
So
Like they
Kevin,
make
power is
500
cheap now.
horsepower.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, it doesn't feel like 500 horsepower. It can't get out of its own way.
I know.
And if you gotta stop, you just don't. You just die instead.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I see some of those new Camaro SS 1LEs doing autocross, mag ride, all that shit.
That's
and
a little
they're
different.
handling legitimately better than a car that weighs like that should.
Listen,
Yep.
if you get the right model that has some of those creature comforts, some of the well, I wouldn't say nannies, some of the upgrades. Let's call them upgrades because they're legitimately upgrades to a degree. Then of course it's gonna handle really well. But you know, you get your more consumer friendly models, and that thing is gonna be tough to drive, and
Yeah.
that's what
better
the
than it was.
majority of them
It is.
are. That's what the majority of them you're gonna be driving in traffic around are.
Yeah.
You know, so consider that aspect. Like, it's cool that they can make it to handle and function to the point where we're impressed.
Yeah, because it was never the goal before. Pre-2015, any American Mustang, Camaro,
Oh.
everything was just, it didn't give a fuck how it
Straight
handled.
line.
It's
Put
leaf
leaf
springs.
springs on the
Leaf
bitch
springs.
for all
Straight
I
line.
care.
Drum brakes and leaf springs. Who cares?
If it goes fast in a straight
Yep,
line,
it's all
Yes.
that
All
matters.
right. I like Kevin. He said Porsche is top tier.
Yeah,
It
well,
totally
we're
is.
let me introduce you to Bradley Alvis. So you and Bradley can have a jerk-off session together. But it's, I don't know. I think the Porsche was very good for a long time.
Still is.
I don't know why he says was.
It's not the best anymore. I don't think it is. They've built,
What?
Depending on the
is
track.
My shirt.
unless it's a track that you have to have legitimate
Porsche.
top
Yeah.
speed, I think
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Porsche is going to win every single time. The Porsche
Yeah.
is going to win every
Porsche.
single time.
I don't think so, man. I really don't. I think, well, yeah. But so now let's talk about Spa then, because we're getting there, right? What happens to Spa? you're gonna want something that is good in a straight line, because that freaking hyped up Volkswagen Beetle is not gonna be good. The Aero,
But no, it will be, because so Spa has some fast sections, but there's really only one spot where you're going full speed. The rest, you're hooked, and like it really will favor the slow and fast out aspect of
Right.
the Porsche. Also, I don't know, some people really hate the Porsche for like decreasing radius turns and sweepers. It can
Yep.
kind of be dangerous, especially going downhill.
sure.
But I, for some reason, don't have an issue with it, and I really like the car for that, because it has this like weird hookup in the back, and you can absolutely take advantage of it to the point where you're sending it over the edge.
Yep.
But if you understand the dynamics of it and how to keep it happy while going like downhill through a sweeper, then it really hooks in a way that is surprising and just is a fun car to drive. Plus the sounds of it. It sounds extreme, right? Because
Right.
that's a 6-cylinder that they just have like
You just hear the
on the
transmission
ragged
in that
edge.
fucking car. All you hear is the fucking transmission.
Yep.
Nee, 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 nee.
Every-
That's a Porsche GT3.
Yes, it is.
Everything is screaming,
Yeah.
and like, sure, it can kind of get to be like a little much, but like, I love that it's just like, like let's go, you know, like, it's so fun. So, and I apologize for the screaming.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean,
911.
so picks for Spa. I think we're going to be running the Vet. It looks like that's pretty much a guaranteed thing. Mitch, Daniel, me, Finchy. There's 4 people that want to run the Vet. So
Is it too late to reconsider?
probably, yeah, because I'm going home on Monday.
I feel like I've been hearing M4 murmurs, and that would be a great
I've
choice
seen
for
M4.
it. That would be a
M4
great
is what
choice.
I've seen. I think Adam is trying to make me upset and say terrible things on air. I think I'm being provoked. I think Adam watches too much
Is
mainstream
this what
media.
gaslighting is? I've heard that term used before.
I've never been gaslit before, Adam.
Yeah, never, ever,
Never once.
But I don't think the M4 is ever coming back, and I apologize because I know you've got a shirt on right now. He's got he's rocking Porsche, you're rocking Beamer. I don't think it's coming back. I really don't.
Yeah, I mean, it was
You're wrong. Like point blank, you're wrong.
Okay.
it was a beautiful transition
Okay.
from the Z4 when they brought the M4 in, and it was a great car for a while. But yeah, dynamically, it's not the same anymore. The Porsche is just too good. Period.
Yeah.
I've said it here. The Porsche.
All right. So I don't think we're gonna be running the Porsche. I fucking hope not, because I hate that car. But anyways, we're gonna take our second break, guys. On the other side, we're gonna bring up some real life racing that we did today. We did some karting down here in Orlando. So yeah, we'll talk about that, and let's catch you guys on the other side.
Asian war, heartbeat syncopated. Rubber bird road, all decorated. Eric on the track, minds captivated. Shift gears quick, time obliterated. Shut up, drive, let the speed consume ya. Eric's got the wheel, dreams pursue ya. Life on the edge, chassis tremble. Victory takes sweet, ain't to play it. Corners tight, apex clench grip. Throttle wide open, stakes high risk. Pit crew scream, patience dismiss. RPMs climb, future mystic. In the zone, tunnel vision trance. Life a blur, split second glance. Race the clock, no second chance. Grip real tight, let the tires dance. Shut up, drive, let beat consume ya. Eric's got the wheel, dreams pursue ya. Life on the edge, chassis tremble. Victory takes sweet, ain't to play it. Fuel light blink, thoughts accelerate. Windshield view, endless interstate. Swerve danger, fate detonate. Race ain't just life, it's a state. Accelerate, windshield view, endless interstate. Swerve danger,
Is your tachometer already at 9,000 RPM? Well, guess what? It's about to go to 11. Check out these videos from our sponsors.
Asian war, heartbeat syncopated. Rubber bird roll all decorated. Eric on the track, minds captivated. Shift gears quick, time obliterated. Shut up, drive, let the speed consume ya. Eric's got the wheel, dreams pursue ya. Life on the edge, chassis tremble. Victory takes sweet, ain't plated. Corners tight, apex clench grip. Throttle wide open, stakes high risk. Pit crew scream, patience dismiss. RPMs climb, future mystic. In the zone, tunnel vision trance. Life a blur, split second glance. Race the clock, no second chance. Grip real tight, let the tires dance. Shut up, drive, let beat consume ya. Eric's got the wheel, dreams pursue ya. Life on the edge, chassis tremble. Victory takes sweet, ain't plated. Fuel light blink, thoughts accelerate. Windshield view, endless interstate. Swerve danger, fate detonate. Race ain't just life, it's a state. Accelerate, windshield view, endless interstate. Swerve danger, fate detonate. Race ain't just life, it's a state.
We're back, guys, for the final time tonight and for the final time from me in Florida. So, we're going to actually, real quick here, I got to shout out some of the leagues that Slow Motion Broadcasting is covering right now. Ray Esports runs a Weekend Warriors League tomorrow at 1:45 and 3:45 Eastern Time. It's going to be the Formula Fords at 1:45 and then the Spec Racer Fords at 3:45. And then tomorrow night, XSLR is going to be going at 8 o'clock, 8:10. I think you're going to get to see the one, the only, the best broadcaster that ever lived, Adam Thompson, actually out on the racetrack tomorrow night with Justin. I think you said you were going to run with me. Is that?
Yeah, I think we're going to set up 2 rigs back to back in the same room.
Yep.
I wish you guys could see that rig. If we had some way to pan the camera.
No, we don't. We're not. No. You know what? They already saw the rig. It's also
too
the
many
profile.
technical difficulties already.
The thumbnail. We made it the thumbnail. Okay.
Yeah. So that is not me, clearly, as you guys can see. But
It is you.
That's Jay Hall making fun of me for going bald. But let's the only
Yes.
Anyways.
Yes.
But yeah, so also Thursday nights, it should have happened in Jay Hall. I don't know what you do on Thursday nights, but Kevin Bogart is one of the admins in SimCar, and it is a full GT3 league. And I know we kind of talked about it a little bit.
I'm kind of looking for another league to get in.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Yeah, so try to get the Sudi boys in there. Full GT3. Kevin, you can post some stuff about it in the chat. I know it's a 15-minute sprint race and a 45-minute feature. I don't think they. I think they do invert the top 8, if I'm not mistaken. So
Spicy.
It's a different type of GT3 league.
Fixed or open setup?
I think it's open. It's an open setup. So that's the one thing that is a little bit difficult for some people to make setups. But it is a great league. We covered it. Yeah, full GT3. Or Juicy, you might be running it in, huh? I know Finchy runs in that as well. So got a couple Sooty boys over there already. Well, it sounds like death, Juicy, because you just like to run over people in your LMP2s and your GTPs, to be honest. Yeah, open setup. So yeah, it'll be a good time. No forced. They used to force pit stops because of fuel. They don't do that anymore. So it'll be an interesting season for sure. So we'll get.
Has that one already started?
It was supposed to start on Thursday night.
Oh, that was the inaugural race.
It was.
The
Yep.
DDoS. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out. I might hop in for that on Thursday.
Exactly. And also, while we're throwing shout outs to all the leagues, guys, anybody watching this on the Slow Motion Broadcasting YouTube, please hop over to the Shut Up and Drive It YouTube. Give them a like, give them a follow, all that good stuff. Because obviously, you can see the Sooty behind me. This goes on Slow Motion Broadcasting as well, but really, Eric, the one over here sitting in the corner checking his watch, trying to figure out if his dog has taken a poo-poo at his house yet or not. Yeah, Eric's the one that sets all this stuff up for us. So
My heart.
Thank you to all our viewer.
yeah.
No, I appreciate that, and likewise for any viewer on Shut Up and Drive It, make sure you go over to Slow Motion Broadcasting and smash that like button,
Exactly.
comment, and subscribe.
Yep.
Because we are about growing each other here, growing
100%. Yeah, they're at the Daytona Road Course next week too, Justin.
phrasing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love Daytona. That's
Yeah.
what the beauty right now where we sit is about 15 minutes from Daytona.
Yeah, it is.
From
And
the track.
we might have to figure out if we can wake up early if we decide to not drink too much tonight. We should go at least.
If you want
look
to
at the
come
track.
back for a weekend in August, there is autocross at Daytona. August 3rd and 4th. Saturday and Sunday. I might do
Okay.
the whole weekend.
All right. I'll think about
Be
it.
worth doing.
It's a quick turnaround, but yeah, we'll talk about it.
There's a possibility I might drive a M4 CSL that weekend as well.
Okay. Cool.
Well,
we
that
better get some
Thursday.
videos. We better get some videos of that. But let's. Oh, Kevin, you were okay. Well, why were you just there, Kevin? What were you doing down at Daytona? But while Kevin gets back to us on that, go-karting. Yeah. Oh,
It's
go-karting.
true.
Yeah, we got to talk about go-karting. Sorry, now Justin's trying to get us back on track here. We fall off the rails on the third segment normally, guys.
The juice is contained.
Yeah. The juice is not loose. The juice is containing at this
I
point.
love it.
Let's-
The many stages of juice.
So, guys, there was some shit talk happening before I got down here. Yep. I heard Mr. Lightsky was pretty fast, right?
That is still true.
We also had your girlfriend go with us, Jay Hall.
She did.
It got interesting there that first race. Your girlfriend is extremely aggressive. Like I told her on the way home, said if you were in F1, you would have been probably kicked off. You would have gotten so many penalty points, swerving in the braking zone, swerving all over the track, running us into the walls, trying to pass her. It got pretty intense, Eric, and I know you were behind her.
I wish we could pull up clips because we do have video.
know, we do.
That would be incredible if we could
Yeah.
do that right now. But yeah, there was there's some battles.
There were. But so other than that first race, which Eric I think won, Jay Hall, you came in second by what? It was like 1,000.
That was the timing anomaly.
Yeah.
That one timing board said that Eric won, and one timing board said that I won.
So we won.
So we won.
We won.
And that's the only time you guys won, isn't it?
Well,
We
I
can't
think
really
there was
trust
further
this timing.
anomalies.
Like, yeah.
I know I had some electronic devices strapped to my.
It's kind of like when you
cart,
get
so-
pulled over by a cop, and if they haven't calibrated their radar correctly,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
not admissible evidence. So I
Yeah.
feel like these lap times might not be admissible evidence in the court of race.
And I know I haven't centered my chi recently, so I was probably off by a little bit. My gravitational universal center was probably further back. So
chakras and shit.
my chakra was exactly.
Yeah, well,
It was like chakra chips instead.
it doesn't matter because here's what actually happened. And if you look at both timing boards, no matter which one you looked at for the last two races, I won by 0.3 in that second race.
Yeah.
for all of you guys.
You did, but so Adam,
So then
I
why
think
weren't
there's
you that far ahead, though? Is my
Why wasn't I that far ahead?
That's true. You never really
You didn't
pulled ahead
catch
of
anyone.
us.
No, I didn't. I actually dropped back. Yeah.
Oh, there it
set the
is.
times.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yep.
No, I
dropped
believe there's a clip actually. If you go to the Shut Up and Drive It YouTube, there's a nice short of. You see, I saw Adam was behind me, and Adam has a weight advantage. Especially,
here come the excuses.
no.
I told you every time I do it.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a real thing. But if you want to check the YouTube, there is a lovely opportunity where I'm like, you know what, Adam? I see you behind me, and I'm going to let you pass me. So I let him pass me, and I immediately take it right back because my boy Adam can't hang. I did
Yeah.
the old over-under.
The
switch
first time.
The
First
first
time.
time, but I showed him my hand, right?
Yep.
So I was proud of him for learning.
Yeah.
He didn't do it the second time.
Yep. I think J Hall actually got a picture. He saw that overtake coming. He did. He's like, I got to whip my phone
That's
out.
what I'm saying. That's
yeah.
on the Shut Up and Drive It YouTube.
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah. So that was a lot of fun, and I do want to talk about just real quick, like the racecraft. I mean, we all met in sim racing, right?
Yeah.
And it was, I mean, we all liked each other because of the sim racing stuff, and we all raced well together. Mostly, sorry, Juicy. We all raced pretty well together. But when it came to the go-kart track today, it's weird how it kind of transferred over on track, right? Like,
Oh,
we
Absolutely.
We
when we
trusted
follow each
out
other,
there.
it's 100% full throttle.
Yep.
Not accounting for they're not going to make a mistake,
Yeah.
so we can stay pinned.
I sent it so many times. I'm like, it's incredible how close I was rotating around someone through a turn. Mm-hmm. You know,
Yeah, I mean, in that one overtake, granny shifting when you should have been double clutching. Tisk, not good enough.
right? So true.
But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun, and it's just crazy to think you can in real life racing. I know you guys autocross quite a bit, right? But you don't really race other people. In
we don't do
autocross
any wheel to
racing.
wheel.
Yeah, but
Only
like,
wheel to wheel I've done is that track night in America, which wasn't like wheel to wheel racing. It was just wheel to wheel driving.
yeah, your friend also ran you over in go karting as well. Launched his car.
Oh wow!
I'm sure it was probably your fault somehow, Juicy, because you always seem to be involved in incidents, buddy. Always. But I'm just kidding, Juicy. I love you. I'm hoping to let the juice loose here again. Get that juice loose, Juicy. But yeah, so not really much wheel to wheel. So this is the closest I think we're ever going to be wheel to wheel is go karting, to be honest. Like, you're not going to be able to drive your own car, right? I get that, but it's still a lot of fun to do it.
No, I'm not going to set that bar for myself because I fully intend on getting into a Champ Car team at some point. Yeah. By the way, if you're out there and you need a driver for Champ Car, I'm your boy. Hit me up. But I do need some sponsorship. So, whoops.
Yeah, absolutely. Another shameless plug there. But
Yeah, I'll shut up and drive it though.
yeah, absolutely. I hope you do. I really hope the dag jokes go away when you're driving an actual race car.
They couldn't be any farther away.
Yeah, okay, got it. All right. But with that being said, so obviously first race went to Eric, second race went to me, and then Jay Hall and his girlfriend decided not to do the third one. So then it was just you and me out on track with another, that poor kid. How many times did we lap that kid, Eric?
You know what?
3 or 4.
I don't even care to mention how many times we lapped that kid because I just want to shout out that he would watch this. But this kid clearly recognized that Adam and I were going at it, having a good time, racing, having fun, and he did like above and beyond to get out of our way every time we came through. He somehow like heard us, sensed us. I don't know, but like he wouldn't even look back, and he would just dip far out of the racing line to make sure that both of us got there. He didn't hold us up or anything, and that was a really refreshing experience because that's kind of something I struggle with as far as I just want to go have fun. You have like 12 laps, you know, and sometimes people just like want to create a problem because they want to be competitive or whatever, and like sure you could drop back, and that was a good move that you did, and that's probably something I should just do in the future. But sometimes you just want to go fast and make it around the person because you know once you do it, like you're good and it's not as easy. But it was really refreshing to have such a positive experience, especially just me and you, and then that kid was, you know, just out of the way. Like we really got to duke it out, and we had some really cool moments. I hope the GoPro captured it.
I hope it did. I know it may have died there on that last race, but yeah, Juicy goes, did you run him over? No, actually, he ran himself over. They had to stop the cars on track.
Yeah.
I don't know. We couldn't see behind us, Justin. But
he did something weird.
He must have smoked a wall pretty hard.
No, he just couldn't figure out the forward and reverse gear.
Got it.
So he just did a little drift, but couldn't get repointed in the right direction.
Gotcha. Yeah, limited track laps. I just sent it on everyone ahead of me. I might get a warning. Oh, well. Yep, that sounds like a juicy thing to do for sure. There were a couple no bumping signs. That first race, Justin, your girl, I don't know if you had gotten around her at that point, but she stacked us all up, and it turned into a massive – there are a couple hairpins on that track. Massive concertina. It was your girl, then Eric, then me, and then there was another guy behind me. So she slammed on the brakes. Eric got on him. I got on him. The guy in the back, as you know, concertina, traffic, all that stuff, even in iRacing, especially under pace cars, nobody seems to know how to do this. So everybody started backing up. I got run over, ran into Eric, who ran into your girl, gave her some whiplash.
She even say that she was the pace car.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yep. It was quite interesting to say the least. So I mean, it's always fun. I mean, go-karting is, especially on a track like that, little double decker. So it's not like one of the courses you normally are used to running. It's just a single track, but a lot of good turns, technical turns too. I do have a question though, because you've run with them turned up, because I think they probably had these turned to like 35. I think was max speed.
Yeah. I talked to the lady and she said that it was on the baseline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but when you turn them up, can you still full? Because we were full throttle in that course.
You
no.
cannot full throttle.
Okay.
You it's too much.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. Like it becomes way too much for that track, and that's why I really love that track, because like there's a lot of places I go and I've driven karts and like they're fast and it's cool, but they make the they make the course so that you could just drive the cart at full tilt the whole time. And like that's a lot of fun, sure, but I like the finesse and I like the technique involved in like figuring it out, finding the edge, and like really driving the cart. And this track forces you to drive the track, not the cart.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
And when you have it turned up like that, it just makes the dynamics so different. I mean, today we were driving, I didn't lift anywhere, you know?
That third race is the one time, because I finally got comfortable enough around you and around people, because I knew it was just you and me. That's when I started not to lift. I was like, fuck it, it's my last race. If I hit the wall, I hit the wall. And those things were surprisingly sticky.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well,
They
so
really
like
were.
if you're top heavy, like J Hall and I are, really what all they do, if you send it too hard, they'll shimmy, right?
What is that? A British measurement? Putting them in stones?
Yeah, you're putting me in stones. You're putting me in
How
one
much
stone.
is a stone?
Yeah, that's a good question. Juicy, you clearly know the British term stone, so you must know how much exactly a stone weighs. But I can give you my weight in freedom units.
I know one of us might be stoned.
Yeah, I think there's more than one of you. Yeah, too much, he said. Yeah, so I weigh.
Yeah, right. Is anybody on the stream looking at his leg right now?
Right?
The wide angle makes it look so much worse.
It really does. Yeah.
That is,
it's pretty bad.
Not a lot of meat on those bones.
Meanwhile, we got Eric over here looking yoked as shit, by the way. Look at this. Look at Eric's big old broad wide shoulders. I promise you he doesn't.
Where is it? Is it over there? Yes, I think it is. Hold on. Wait, no. It's actually over here.
I will say that weight does.
Wait, it's over here.
Weight does have a bit of a factor. I weigh 177. I weighed myself last night. Jay Hall, there was actually a weight limit on those cars. I've never seen that. It was 300. You said you're like 250, right?
I'm 270, so
270.
I'm only 30 pounds off of the max.
Yep.
Being not allowed to race the carts.
Yeah, I know. And
I
Eric,
do feel it in the hairpins. Trying to get out of those is just like...
It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second, especially with those electric carts, they cut. Like you've
They
got
do.
when you feel
There's
it
a
start to
limiter.
slip, you've got to freaking get it back. or
Straighten
you're
the
gonna
wheel,
lose all-
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So no, one stone is 14 pounds. Yeah, I weigh about a stone. But anyways, guys, I think we're done with the podcast from Florida tonight. So we're gonna open it up to you all. We can hang out here for a minute. I know Eric's got to get going. I'm staying here tonight, so Justin, we can party as long as we want. But yeah, any questions that you guys have, anything that you want to talk about, just bring it up in chat, and we'll go ahead and entertain you guys here for about 5 to 10 minutes. If we get anything, it might go longer, but if we don't, then we'll
That's what
sign
she
off.
said.
We'll sign off here in about 5 minutes. But while they're thinking of questions to ask us, now that we're done talking about the racing thing, we did go do something afterwards too. We went to a place called something tactical. What was it? What was the
Was it called Decision Tactical?
Decision Tactical.
Yes.
A restaurant, and it's a great extension of the sim world that I never knew existed.
Right.
Tell them about it.
It was pretty cool. So we wanted to go find food afterwards, right? And Justin found this place called Decision Tactical. We walk in, we saw the bar or whatever, so we sat down, we ate. And then as we walk up to the bar before we sat down, we saw a digital shooting range like you could see it through the bar glass. And so we had to try it, right? So this place actually, what they do, like they have a bunch of different scenarios and stuff too, like all of these different rooms. You go in, you get an actual Glock 17, but they are modified. So it shoots CO2, which racks it every time. So it'll bring the slide back, but it's all digital stuff. There's a little laser on the end of the gun that everyone has all been fun to drive with.
Aw, we love you, Juicy. The juice is a little loose.
He is. Juice.
I think he's in the slot.
Yeah, the juice is loose tonight. But
Juicy,
no,
what's your weapon of choice tonight?
Yeah. What are you thinking, Juicy? Do you
No, what's his sauce?
Oh, yeah.
I think he's a little loose.
Yep, juicy sauce. That's for sure. Or that's just juicy. We never know what juicy. That's the problem, man. Like it's like you never quite know
That's
what
true.
juicy you're gonna get. You know what I mean?
I know it's always going to be juicy,
It's
though.
always gonna be a fun one. I better see y'all in the sim car. There you go. That's from Kevin.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
To you guys.
I intend
go check it
on
out.
At some point getting back into racing more. I've got a whole lot of life going on, so I'm trying to be involved as much as I can where I can, but the consistency is struggling. But at some point, for sure.
100%. Kevin, if you don't mind sending me a DM with the Discord join link and a little bit about the league. Bradley Alvis is the iRacing guru over there in the Sudi, so I'll send that over to Bradley. And he'll throw that up on the. I didn't think you did, Juicy, but he'll throw that up in Sudi, and you'll probably get a few people. I know those guys are always looking, especially when it comes to GT3s. I mean, that's basically.
And we got a few guys running Gnarl
on Tuesday nights.
Thursday nights.
Oh, it is Thursdays.
But
okay.
There's a bunch of us that missed out because Gnarl capped out. I waited too long, so it'd probably be good to pick up something on a Thursday night. Let's check it out.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, if you don't mind sending me a DM with all that stuff. And we'll send that over to Bradley and get some people in there. I'd love to see more Sudi guys, especially, man, I haven't broadcasted Sudi drivers since a league that we probably shouldn't mention anymore, but it was a couple of years ago, right? Last year?
Mentioning that league would probably be the wrong stuff to talk about.
Wrong thing to do. Yeah,
that's like when I peaked in iRacing, was that league.
Yeah.
I still have the shirt.
You have what shirt?
I have a shirt.
From that league?
From winning it, yeah.
Really?
From the league that should not be mentioned.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Well, yeah, because he won it, and it is actually a really cool shirt.
Yeah, Juicy, I'm super excited. I got to get back on Monday and start getting some practice in. Going to be doing Spawn Interlagos this weekend. Wow, okay.
Like tomorrow? What is he talking about?
Oh, you know what? It's that new iRacing thing that they're doing, that iRacing like mini enduro series that they're doing. They do every
there's an Interlagos 24.
Well, in iRacing there is, because they've created like a new.
How have I heard nothing about this?
I don't know. I mean, that was kind of a big deal when all that stuff started when iRacing came out.
You're kind of a big deal.
Hours.
Huh?
I said you're kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm here, right?
That's true.
Exactly.
It's kind of a big deal that you are here.
Yeah, I know.
I think we should reiterate the fact that Adam came down here.
Remix.
Remix. The fact that Adam came down here all the way from Nevada, which we found out the capital is Carson City, not Carson Reno.
City. Yep.
You know, that is incredible. And if you ever want the most polite and fun house guest, have Adam come stay at your house with you. You will not regret it.
Hey, we got Cosmic in here, by the way.
He smells fucking horrible, though.
I do smell really bad.
400 facts.
By the way, guys, fuck.
More facts than your body has room for.
Fuck Florida, first of all.
Yo, that's a reference from that old ass energy
Bro,
drink
this
shit.
is 100% what she's talking about.
What was that called? What was that
Power
called?
Thirst.
Yes, yeah.
Banana, fizz bitch, and gun.
Fucking, that's some.
Yes.
It's probably something
It's
from
some Twitch
that
stuff.
will not-
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Yes.
But no,
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of me smelling, anyways, you asked first of all. Let me get through these questions here. Yeah, so we were talking about the Spa 24. I am super excited for it. Juicy, are you running that? You're not going to be running that with Sudi, I don't think. So yeah, who are you running it with? Clearly, first
DMC.
question. Second question, Kevin. I think you're still in here. Are you going to be running the Spa 24 next weekend, and who with? Third of all, if I see either one of you guys, the Sudi team is going to beat y'all's asses. I can tell you that right now.
This is
I'm going
true.
to get some practice in that Corvette that we're going to run. And
I'm going to vomit.
I hope you do.
We're not running the Corvette.
Yeah, we are. We are.
I need to double check my schedule.
Okay, good. We can do it without you. You're a Corvette hater. You're going to put bad juju
You
on that
can
Corvette.
do it without me? Excuse me.
I can't.
Excuse me.
But Cosmic, thank you so much for tuning in here. As you can see, we're all together, which is kind of a weird thing.
True.
But it's, I guess, not now. Who knows? Oh,
The fact he says he's not drinking is blowing my mind.
I know. Yeah, you're. It amazes
Juicy,
me.
do you truly go through
Oh, he
life
is.
totally unlubricated?
Yeah. Oh, I work soon. I'll be able to do more 24-hour stuff. Yeah, Kevin, it is. That is one of my.
Oh, I guess not now. Who knows? Yeah, no, yeah.
He
okay.
is. I may have missed it. I don't know.
Adam doesn't know.
Yeah,
He doesn't
I don't
know.
I just know who my team is.
I sadly don't know either because we have empowered someone who is more than capable
Yes.
to do that
Yep.
because he's better than we are. And
Yeah.
that's how
Exactly.
that
But
works.
yeah, the endurance races are so much fun. They really are. Like it's when you get everybody together, it's camaraderie, right? Like it's a lot of fun, but at the same time, it can go real bad,
That's true.
real fast.
You have to have the
kinda
right
what sim
people
racing
in
is
the
all
right
about.
spots.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's like the highs are high, but the lows are low. You're going to
Very
have those
true.
races where you wreck out on lap 1 of a 24-hour, and a whole team of dudes is sitting there disappointed.
Yes.
And
How
you
many times
learn
does that
from
happen
that,
to us?
and you grow from that, and it
Yeah.
happens. But those ones where you win,
yeah.
you win an endurance event.
Incredible.
4, 5, 6 guys come together
Yep.
to achieve a goal, and it's just like it's there's nothing like it, honestly.
It's really not. And I think endurance events are kind of lost on a lot of people. But if you guys don't run endurance events and you are in iRacing, please do my. Oh, okay. Now they're talking about us drinking. But anyways, please do us all a favor or do iRacing a favor and try it. Right? Just hop in there and give it a shot. Honestly, it really is a lot of fun. It opens up your eyes, and it does help you too with other types of racecraft. You know, when it comes to
Oh, yeah.
management, fuel management, tire management, all that stuff is all 24-hour race stuff.
It's a culmination of all the
Totally true.
skills.
Yep, it really is.
It is.
But yeah, guys, with that being said, it is 9:25, 99.9% sober.
It's that 0.1% I'm worried about, Juicy. It's
Yeah.
that 0.1% that get mixed up.
That's
in there.
when the juice gets real loose.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Much better than we did last night. But
Not even comparable.
for the last time here from Orlando, Florida, guys, shut up and drive it. We'll see you next Friday.
Engine-roar, heartbeat syncopated. Rubber bird roll all decorated. Eric on the track, minds captivated. Shift gears quick, time obliterated. Shut up, drive, let the speed consume ya. Eric's got the real dreams, pursue ya. Life on
Grandma D's Stainless Hardware Tools and Nuts. Here at Grandma D's, we are the real deal. No parodies, because trust me, you can only handle one of me. We are excited to announce a new tool collab with Bofa Industries. We expect a bright and prosperous future moving forward as Bofa D's. Philip D's, our founder, celebrates 55 years in business this year. That is a legacy D's Nuts can be proud of. Grandma D's Stainless Hardware, made with the highest quality. You can never over-tighten D's Nuts.
Engine roar, heartbeat syncopated. Rubber bird road, all decorated. Eric on the track, minds captivated. Shift gears quick, time obliterated. Shut up, drive, let the speed consume ya. Eric's got the real dreams, pursue ya. Life on the edge, chassis tremble. Victory takes sweet, ain't to play it. Corners tight, apex clench grip. Throttle wide open, stakes high risk. Pit crew scream, patience dismiss. RPMs climb, future mystic. In the zone, tunnel vision trance. Life a blur, split second glance. Race the clock, no second chance. Grip real tight, let the tires dance. Shut up, drive, let beat